Good evening, fellow comrades throughout the world. I greet you all. I have a privilege to be on live tonight. I know that some of you are not online with me, but there's something I would just need to address tonight. And the theme of my documentation tonight is why hatred among African people. Why do I have to hate you? Why do I have to dislike you? Why do I have to show wickedness to my fellow brothers and sisters? Why? Why hatred? And I've been thinking about this over and over, and I began to look what is the problem? Who to blame? Concerning this issue of hatred between one another, what make other race much better or other people with different color, different skin color, much better than we Africans? Is it because we believe that we are inferior? Is it because we don't believe that we are also superior? And that is why you hate your fellow Africans. You hate your fellow neighbors. What is the cause of hatred among Africans, brothers and sisters? I know during the days when we're growing up under our parents, the word "I love you" is not common or being used over and over to address us as children. But when you look at the race, they insist that word of love into the mindset of the children. Every good thing they do, they admire it and they say to the children, I love you. Can we blame our parents for that? No, because the way they are brought up is totally different the way the other race were brought up. But that's what is called maturity. In life goes in stages. There's first stage whereby you being feed spoon by your parent, by your uncle, by your grandparent. And when you get to the stage of being decisive, from age of 18 years, they say now you're a man or you're a woman. That means that you can make decision without cross check with anybody. So that was called stage two of life, whereby you are held responsible for any act that you carry out. You also hold accountable towards those obligations. So why do we have to blame A, B, C for our negative obligation that we carry out? Because of different reasons. Reasons being behavior of other person, be greedy, be selfish, be wicked. And it's only African this words are so common that you hear people say, I've been bewitched. Why we have to do that to your fellow brothers and sisters? There's something wrong. And what is wrong is not the people around us. It's not the government. It's not your friend. What is wrong is you. Your mindset is wrong. And your mindset needs to be formatted and, and reloaded again. But once you get to a stage of acceptance, your mindset will never be formatted. And that is the problem the Africa is facing, because everybody wants to be right. Nobody wants to see that he or she is wrong in his own way. So what can we do to format our mindset? The first thing is when you begin to see yourself as a human being and not a monster. Many people give themselves different names that wasn't been given by their parents. Some people call themselves AKA. Some people call themselves Spider-Man. Some people call themselves Monster. And that echo and echo and echo in their mind. And their behavior, their character, their attitude began to change based on those names that they gave to themselves. Monster, aka. So instead of those people have the kind of behavior, a good behavior towards others, because they see themselves they are monsters. They see when they see other people, they show hatred. They carry out the act of hatred towards others because they don't even love themselves. They don't even see themselves that they are women being like other people. They don't even show eagerness to assist other people in the line of progress. And that's a problem. Majority of African have that problem. So the first thing we need to do is to get down to format our mindset. And how is by starting with yourself. Start with your heart. Check your lifestyle. Sit down and think. I look into your level of thinking. See what your thought is all the time. Take a pen and paper, write those stuff down. Review your thoughts, evaluate your thoughts, and then from there, the process of formatting your mindset will begin. Remember, before you can format the computer, some people prefer to first of all delete every file on the system before they format. Maybe some people mindset need to be started with deleting into the recycle bin, and from the recycle bin out of the system completely. Until you begin to show love to yourself, then you can able to love others. But if you're forbidding yourself being loved, then it's hard for you to love others. That's just a normal principle. Second point is to see others being progressive, is to see that you are adding value to other people's life. It shouldn't be that you always, but people also benefit in your potential, in your obligation. And when you see people, you'll be pleased and point fingers and no, I'm so proud of A and B because it shared my ideas, because it grew under me, because I'm happy that it's progressive. Don't worry about yourself if you're not even progressive. Learn to care for other person. And that's how the whole African continent can able to stand back on their feet and be united. But if you're just a self-centered person, I don't care about other. It's only myself. I don't care about my siblings. I don't care about my cousin. Once I'm successful, and that's the end of the road. And how I be king, how I be boss. I want to be God over other people. then Africa is not ready for any transformation. That shows that Africa have a big problem that needs to be sorted out as individual, and it will cost us a huge amount of money to invest to get psychiatric to work with each and every one of us. If we all fail, if we all fail to work with ourselves, if I and you fail to work with ourselves and to employ people to work alongside us to restructure or to reformatted our mindset, it will cost a fortune to achieve that goal. So tonight, before I end this live documentary, what kind of a person are you? Have you ever evaluated your mind, your thoughts? Have you ever have you ever evaluated your input in others' life? Have you ever been happy in your heart seeing other growing, being progressive? If your answer is yes to all this, then that means that you are a human being, you are not a monster. But if any of your answer is no, you are partially a monster or fully a monster that need to be eradicated from being a monster to a human being, and that's where you can be a being, not a monster. Thank you for being with me online. Good night. God bless until until we meet again. God